All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you guys for all my new, excuse me, my phone is a little loud. Thank you guys for all my new subscribers. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you guys. Anyways, so this is going to be the part one of the video. I am going to be showing you guys how to do the homepage, and then, and then the next video will be a little bit more about how to create the products. But let me show you guys what are we going to be working on. So this is the homepage. The homepage, I did change it a little bit. I used to have a slideshow. Now it doesn't have that. So this is the homepage. Here I'm using an API to retrieve the data. So we can search. See, we can search. We can see if you don't have anything. What else we can do? We can look for jewelry. See, gold. Look for that. And the cool thing about it, also, we also have pagination, which is on the bottom, right there. Ooh, what just happened? So we have pagination. That was not supposed to happen. All right. So we go to page 2, page 1, page 2. We can go to previews. See how it's changing. And then we can also, you can actually go, I have the link that will send you to the products, but we're going to be focusing on the first page, which is just this right here. And then here, just little cards, the little sliding. So all of that I'm going to share that with you in the bottom of the video, because our main focus for this part one is just going to be this here. You guys are going to learn how to call an API using JavaScript. And also I have this, I added that, and also I added a footer. And also I added this little cool widget just so that way it can scroll up by itself. So this is going to be part one. And also, so this is going to be part one. Products is going to be part two. The blog. So see, I can post stuff here at the blog. So, and also I added the register. You can log in. So you can do all of that. You can add up stuff to the cart if you want to add it. So you can add it to the cart. See, it changes here. See, pretty cool. That's that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create an application using ASP.NET Core. So let's go ahead and open Visual Studios and let's get on that part. All right, guys. All right, first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and open Visual Studio 2019, and we're going to go ahead and create a new project. So 1 second. Oh, it opened up in my other screen. So first thing we're going to do is create a new project. Let's look for ASP.NET Core. Just takes a little bit. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay. Here it is. Go ahead and do that. This one is, let's search for ASP.NET Core. Look for the one with, we don't want it empty. We want to go ahead with the models of views. I'm going to go ahead and check this one right here. Go ahead next. And hold on 1 second. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and change this one. I'm gonna go ahead and call it, I'm gonna put it ASP.NET. You can call it whatever you want, ASP.NET Core demo. Now, e-commerce demo. How about that? Like that, demo. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna hit next. I'm gonna select the 5.0, and I'm gonna select authentication. Yes, I do want that. We're gonna go ahead and enable the Racer runtime compilation. I'm gonna go ahead and hit build. Go ahead, create this, and it's gonna take a little bit, and we should have a new project. All right, guys. So, okay, so I got the ASP.NET Core template. So what I got is the www root. This is where it's going to be the CSS, the JavaScript, the library. If you never worked with ASP.NET Core, that's where pretty much your libraries like JavaScript and all of that will go there. You have some areas, you have identity. It's going to give you pages. So it's going to give you a controller, just a basic home controller. You're going to get a data folder where all your migrations are going to go. This is pretty much where your data tables will go. Not data tables, like every time you do a migrations, all your classes, all of that, pretty much you will implement it over here. And then you have your models. This is where your classes will go. So, and here it's going to be the views. This is what the clients, the customers will see. So this is like the index pages right here. See? So, and then you have your program, then you have your startup. This is where you're putting all your services. This is like where the pipeline is. Every time the application will build up, it will go through here. This is already giving you is already using SQL Server as a default. I am going to change it because I like to use SQLite, especially for, you can keep it as a SQL Server if you like. So right now as a default, it's giving you the home controller, which that's what we're going to be working on. And let me see what else we got here. So let me go ahead and build it so that you guys can look at the basic template that we have. And we'll start working on the home page. And here it is, the home page. All right, cool. So we have that. It's been a core. We have the home. We got the privacy. We got the register. We have the login. Yep, we have all of that. All right, cool. So let's open up. Let's open up the home, not the home controller. Let's go ahead and open up let's go to the view folder here. Let's go ahead and go to the index page here. And here we're going to work on this now. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, so here, oh, and also too, I almost forgot the application is already it comes in as a default Bootstrap installed in there, so we don't have to worry about installing Bootstrap anymore. All right, so here what we're going to do is we're going to create a section. This is just basic HTML. So we're going to do is a section, and here we're going to give it an ID, and I'm going to call this one new deals. Okay, and we're going to grab our container, and we're gonna use a class container, and here we're gonna put a row. We're gonna do that. We're gonna create another div here with the class of, we're gonna use a colon. Let's give it a large 12. And inside there, I am going to use H2. I'm going to call this one cyber. I'm going to call it cyber deals. Cyber deals like that. And then let me see what else. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay, and then we're going to create another div here. And this, inside this div, we're going to give it an ID. And this one is going to be search wrapper. This is where the search is going to be. So here we're going to do an input, and the type is going to be, it's going to be text. And we also going to need a name. So this one is going to be called search bar. And let's give it ID. Actually, let's bring this one down. And this one down. This one, let's give it an ID. And ID is going to be search bar. Let's get rid of that little. And last but not least, it's going to be a placeholder. And here we're going to do search for product, because that's what we want to do. We want to search for the product. And let's go ahead and close that div. And here is going to be where the API. So this is what we're going to do. Like we're going to call the API. And here is going to be new products. And this is going to be also a class. And this is going to be a row. Just like that. You actually don't need to do that. So let's go ahead and bring it closer. Okay, like that. This is going to be there. And then we're going to create a container. Let's go ahead and close that up. And that is going to be it for the HTML. So here's going to be, I'm going to name this one. I'm just going to name it API area, API calls, I'm going to call it like that. So that way we can have as a reference. All right, so let me go ahead and see what it looks like. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Taking a little longer than I expected. So this is just the basic HTML, and then let me see if it already built up. Yeah, see, summer deals, it's a search bar. Okay, so down in the bottom, that's where it's going to be all the products are going to be coming in. All right, so now we can actually go to the bottom, and we're going to do is a section like that, and it's going to be scripts. And that's where we're going to we're going to wrap up the your scripts, the JavaScripts. We're going to put it here. I'm going to do it in one page so that way we can see it. And then later on, I'm going to transfer it to his own JavaScript file or folder. Okay, so we're going to work over here for now, so that way you can see it on one screen. Okay, so the API that I'm going to be using is this one. Let me show you guys this here. So don't worry, I'll share this on the bottom of the video, and you guys can that way you guys can get it too. But this is it right here. It's fakestoreapi.com products. So you guys can use that one. All right. So let's go back again to the ASP here to the script area. And the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to use constant, and we're going to name this one base URL. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it API URL, whatever you want. So here I am going to copy that link like that, and then let's grab the rest of the rest of like I'm sorry, we're gonna grab the rest like the one that's gonna be called new product. So let's go ahead and create a constant new product. Create new variables there. Okay, so this one we're gonna do document dot get element by ID, and this one is going to be the new product. So right here, new products. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. So now that we have that, the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and grab the search. We're going to use that for searching. So this one is going to be search bar, and this is going to be document dot get element by ID, and this one here we're going to grab the search bar. Okay, that's that. And then we're going to use we're going to declare also another variable, which is going to be a container. This is going to be btn container. This one we're going to use it for later on when we're going to do the pagination. Sorry about that, my daughter's kind of loud. Okay, so this one here we're going to use document dot query selector, and this one we're going to do btn container, yeah, like that. So this is coming from, this one's coming from over here, container. Actually, this one's supposed to be an ID. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Let me double check that. Yeah, this one's supposed to be an ID. Yeah, this is supposed to be an ID here. Yeah, like that. We want to make sure it matches that BT. Wait this second, BTN container. I think I messed up. Let me look at the original one. I want to make sure. Yeah, it's supposed to be BTN dash container. Yeah, just like that. So it's an ID. This one matches that. All right. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. All right, cool. So now that we have declared that, let's go ahead and create. Let's go ahead and create. Let's go ahead and create a function which we're gonna to load up. This is so we can grab the API. Okay. So here I'm just gonna call it low products. Here we're gonna do is we're gonna do constant low products, because I want to kind of keep it related to the which is products. I want to keep it related to the topic, which is products. That's what we're trying to get. So I want to keep it related to that. So this one here, I want to make it async, and we're going to do the hour function. And here, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up this in a try catch, so we can see if we have any errors. So we're going to do that. We're going to do the catch. Okay. And then I'm going to console log this. Console log that. And then in case I have any errors, then they'll throw me an error right there. Okay. So now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a constant, and this is going to be the response. And this one is going to be a wait, and we want to use the fetch. And here we're going to grab the base URL. Oh, base URL right here, like that. And then let me see why is it green? Let's see. You can always okay. Why is it green? Oh, I know why, because I forgot to do the little arrow there. All right, that should get rid of that. Yeah, see that went away now. All right, so now what we want to do is if there's no response, or the response is not okay, we want to throw new error, and the error is going to be, we do backticks, and because we're trying to grab the products, so we want to do is products dot message, and then also we want to grab the response status. So if it's at 200 or 400, all of that you want to do. Okay, so that's that fetch. So now what I want to do is I want to create a variable here. So I want to do an empty one. This one I'm going to call it products. It's going to be products like that, and it's going to be empty array like that. So now that we have that, we can actually, what we can do is, now that we have declared the product there, so we can do is products to make it equal to the response, which is JSON. And you want to make sure you await this. Okay. And let me see. Now that I've made it await, so now we can go ahead and console log products to see if we're getting any response. So let me go ahead and build this back. Let me go ahead and build it. Let me go back over here. Let me go ahead and open the console. Let's go ahead and inspect this. And let's go ahead and open the full screen and go ahead and do console. I'm going to refresh. And nothing. we're not getting anything. And I wonder why. Did I save it? Let me make sure it's saved. Oh, because I didn't see if not saved. I did not save it. So let me go ahead and save it. In order to save it, you can hit Control S and that will save it in Windows. So let's go ahead and refresh this. So that's, I gotta refresh this. Yeah, nothing. Let me go back and see why I'm not getting any response. Not even getting an error on it. That's so weird. Let me look at it. Oh, guess what, guys? Every time you create a function, you have to call that. You have to call it, because if not, it's not gonna do. It's not gonna know what to do. So you have to declare it. All right. So now that I have that, you can actually go back. Ah, see, now it's actually calling. So now, see, I got. Now I have an array of products. Now, see, I'm getting all of that. So that's a good thing. So far, so good. So now that we actually accomplished something, now we can actually use, we're going to use the map operator. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create a second function. And this one here, I am going to call it, this one is going to be called constant display products. We're going to create that products. And this one, we're going to make it equal to products. Because we're trying to grab these products here. We're trying to grab this array. We're going to pass it to here. And then we're going to use the our function again. And here we're going to create another, we're going to create a constant HTML string. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it my string, my new string, whatever you want to do. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to pass the products and we're going to use the map operator. And inside there, you want to use the product. You want to use product because we're going to pass, now we're going to pass it through. We're going to return that and we're going to pass it through. So we're going to use backticks. And so here, we're going to use simple HTML. So we're going to use the div and we're going to use a class. This one's going to be colon. And it's going to be dash medium. And that's going to be the first div. Let me see what else we have. Oh, we have a car. This one's going to be that. We're going to pass the car. Let's go ahead and close this div. It's just plain HTML, nothing crazy. And here we're going to do an image, and we're going to do class. And this one's going to be car, that image dash top. And this one, I want to give it a width. Let me give it a width of 40 pixels. And give me a second. 1 second. And here, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the source, and we're going to pass the product. And it was image. So if we actually go back to the API and we take a look at the array and we look at that CSS image, that's what I'm grabbing. I'm grabbing image. So we're going to pass the image and I'm going to give it an alt. And this one, I am going to call it car image cap. All right, so that's that. So then I am going to pass another one. I'm going to pass another div, and this one here, I'm going to get a class, and this one's going to be car body. Okay, so then I am going to pass, here I'm going to pass H5. Oh, I'm going to put a H5, and this one here is going to be, it's going to be car title. Okay, and then this one I am going to pass again another product, and this one is going to be product dash title. Oh, no, actually it's going to be category. And it's going to be H5, just like that. And then I'm going to pass a link. So inside this link, let me see what I got to do. Okay, so here we're going to pass a reference. And here I'm going to leave it like that for now because we have to grade all the pages. So I am going to leave it like that. And this one here, I'm going to give it a class. I'm going to give it a class of btn dash primary. And then this one I am going to call it go to products. Go to products. And that's that. I think I'm missing a div. Let me see. I think I am. Nah. See, that's that. All right. I think I got all right. Let me see. That's that outside div. That's that div. Oh, yeah, I'm missing a div right here. I'm missing one for the car body. Okay, cool. So that's that. So now that we have that, so now we have to use the join. And we want to join them together. We want to join together. So here we're going to do is we're going to grab new product right here. So we want to pass this. See, it says where it says new products. And what I want to do is I want to grab that and pass it here. So it's gonna come over here and see where it says ID new product. It's actually going to go in here. Here it's going to be. So let's go over here. So I am going to grab the one that says new product, and I'm going to use the inner HTML. And this one is I'm going to make it equal to HTML string, which is this here. So I'm going to pass that through. And then now that we have that, so then I am going to call low products, and almost forgot. In order for this to pass through, almost forgot. We have to call this here display products, and then we're going to pass products inside there. That's the only way we're going to be able to pass this product inside here. So now if I save it, I should be able to get some products in the screen if everything went well. Yep. That's it. Voila, that looks beautiful. See that, guys? Beautiful. Okay, we have that. Perfect. All right. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and work on the search. All right. So let's get that. Let's get that going. All right. Let's get on the search. So next thing, search. Let's work on that. Let's work on that. Search. All right. So let's go ahead and create. What are we going to put? I think I am going to put it up here. I'm going to put it up here. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so here, what we're going to do is we're going to use, it's going to be search bar. And here, I'm going to grab this one here. It says search bar. Search bar. This one, what I'm going to do is I want to add event listener. And we want to listen for the key app. Okay. And this one's going to be a function, and we're going to pass an event. Okay, we're going to pass an event, and here we're going to create a constant, and we're going to search. We're going to call it this one search string. Okay. So here we're going to do is we want to listen for the target, that value, and this one we want to do it to lowercase. Okay. So we want to listen to that, and we want to listen for whatever we type in. So then we want to do is we want to filter. So we're going to create another variable, which is going to be filter. We're going to call this one filter, filter products. Filter products. And this one here, we want to do is we want to grab the products. We want to grab the array. We want to filter that. And we're going to pass the product here. And we're going to use the arrow function. And then here, we want to do is return product dot. We want to do is want to grab the category. We want to search it by the category. And this one we're going to do to lowercase. And we want to include we want to include the search string. So in other words, we're going to grab that search string, and we want to do is grab the product, that title to lowercase, okay? And we want to include search string, okay? And then here we want to pass display products, and then here we want to do is filter products. So filter products, we want to pass it to display products, which is this function here. Okay, so now if you save it, let's see if we save it and we search for shirts. See, it's working now. Pretty cool. If you want to look for men's, yeah, that's that. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, pretty amazing, pretty amazing. Pretty cool. Look at that. See, nice and pretty, right out of the box. Yeah, here's not going to take you anywhere right now because we still got to work on that. But guys, this is it for this video. On the next video, I'm going to show you guys how to do the pagination. So stay tuned for the next video. And, you know, and little by little, we'll build out the project. You know, we'll work on the registration, the login. But today I wanted to show you guys how to use the JavaScript to call the API. Of course, we're going to create our own APIs too. So, and we have the search, we have that. And in the next video, I'll show you guys how to do the pagination. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video, guys. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and stay tuned for more stuff, and stay tuned for more videos. All right, and don't forget to share the video too. All right, and hopefully you guys like this. All right, stay tuned for the next one. Bye-bye.